Hail Hydra! Hail Hydra! Hail Hydra! Hail Hydra! This is a Hydra episode, kinda.
Shit.
Welcome to here. This week, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. is
Many heads, one tail.
And tail is spelled T-A-L-E.
Is it?
Like a story. Yeah, you spelled it wrong.
You're full of shit.
No, I'm pretty sure.
No.
I'm pretty sure it's many heads, one tail, as in T-A-L-E. Like a fucking.
Find it. Hold on.
Like a story. Because it's a pun. Because they're shameless. You're in season 2. Season 3. Go down. You see, many heads, one tail. T-A-L-E. Sometimes I'm right.
You know, I don't need you undermining my authority like that.
What authority? You're the president of this YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Damn it, why did I promote you?
The authority I have over I do fucking everything.
I'm the talent. Anyway, so this week... Well, I don't know, Mr. President. Why don't you talk about what this episode is about if you have all the authority?
Matt.
Okay, so this week starts off with Ward having dinner with Gideon. Then Gideon leaves and Gideon sends people to try to kill Ward. It doesn't work.
And they fight.
And they fight. Ward kicks their ass.
Ward kicks their ass.
And he's like, oh, Gideon here to kill me. Fuck that guy. Am I right?
Fuck that guy. Meanwhile. There's more meanwhiles.
There's a lot of meanwhiles. Not as many as there usually are, but still quite a few. Anyway.
Rosalind is taking Andrew and is like, we're putting him in stasis. Like we left off.
Because that'll work. Because that'll work. Can't see how that'll go wrong.
So we kind of see that like the ATC facility, Coulson and Rosalind talking, and May is not okay.
May is pissed.
May is very angry.
May is like, if you thought you'd seen May mad before, May is like a fucking volcano of rage in this episode.
Yeah. And Fitz tells Simmons about the sigil thing he found.
Yeah. And he's like,
and how it's like, oh, this looks like Will's little badge thing on his arm, so
yeah.
This makes a weird connection here and there. I can't word good right now.
It's okay. It's okay. You're getting the information out there. That's all that matters.
Anyway, Lincoln is staying over at S.H.I.E.L.D. now.
Yeah, and him and Daisy aren't fucking. They're not fucking. They're not fucking.
And Lincoln is like, so we kissed. Can we like talk about that? And Daisy's like, nah.
Nah, man.
And he's like, well, is it gonna happen again? And she's like, nah. Well, no, she actually says planning takes the fun out of it, but it's kind of like, no.
Daisy's kind of a cock tease.
I mean, I'm kind of okay with it, because honestly, their kiss felt forced anyway. I was like,
yeah, I'm glad to talk about it. I'm glad they talk about it, and it's not just like out of nowhere, you know? I'm just glad they don't like this. Like, if this were me, I wouldn't have talked about it. But I'm glad they're adults and they're talking about it.
Your child, you're like 12. And girls are icky to you.
Anyway, meanwhile, girls are icky to me.
Yeah.
Anyway, meanwhile. Wow, fuck you. Anyway, so Matt
confronts Coulson and
Matt
goes like, hey, Coulson, you fucking Rosalind?
What? No, bro, why would I do that, bro? You know, bro code, bro, the bros.
That's not what happened.
Okay, that's not what happens, but he's like, no, of course not.
By the way, Coulson's like, it's not your business. He doesn't say no, he's just like, it's none of your business.
He does call Rosalind Roz.
He does call her Roz.
And they have pet names, so that I feel like Max should know by this point, like, okay, you have to be fucking.
They're fucking.
They're fucking. Like, spoilers, they're fucking. You saw it at the end of the last episode.
So Coulson decides, okay, so I'm gonna bring Rosalind and show her S.H.I.E.L.D. Meanwhile, I want you guys to go break into the ATCU and figure out what's going on over there. Because,
you know, the best way to gain your girlfriend's more trust is to
go behind her back and look into her secret facility.
Yeah.
The day after sleeping with her.
Coulson doesn't date a lot.
No, he doesn't.
He's had the cellist and now Roz, and that's about it, I think.
Meanwhile, Ward is still torturing those dudes and is like, yo, where the fuck is Strucker's vault? I need to get in there. And they're like,
where is it? Where is it?
He's not Batman. He's.
I know, but that'd be cool if he was.
So he tortures them, and they're like, oh, "Okay, well, we'll tell you." It's kind of a short scene, but like
yeah.
And so Coulson brings Rosalind into S.H.I.E.L.D. and she's like, Coulson like, because they had to turn off her phone.
Of course.
So she's like, okay, here's your phone, we'll reactivate it. But he actually like he scans it and sends the information to the team that's going into the ATCU.
And they're like, as they're talking about anything, it's like full like flirty talk.
Yeah, it's
like,
they're flirting the entire time.
They're flirting the entire time.
It's ridiculous.
It's gross. Coming from the guy who was like, man, I hope Coulson and Rosalind fuck. When they're flirting, it's gross.
Oh god. Fitz and Simmons worried about getting back to the planet. And who might have like had the monolith before they did.
So they're researching that.
So they're researching that, and this is meanwhile, and then meanwhile...
This plot is kind of like fucking like ADHD, like we're over here, we're over here, we're over here, we're over here, we're over here. Anyway, Ward's on a plane.
There's a lot of... This is a cool episode. We'll get
to the good shit. Anyway, Ward's on a plane.
So Ward gets on a plane.
And he crashes it.
And he goes full 9/11.
Yeah, he like jumps out of the plane.
He whispers something in one of the flight attendants like ears, and she like freaks out, and then he gets over the intercom and he's like, oh,
from all of us at Hydra, we'd like to thank you for flying airline South Atlantic or whatever. And then he jumps out of the plane.
Jumps out the plane with a parachute.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I was like, damn, Ward just went full 9/11.
Yeah.
Actually, you messaged me that he went full 9/11, and then I copied it down because I thought it was clever. Anyway, Simmons gets mad at Fitz.
Yeah, because...
For reasons.
Because he's... We'll get to that later. We don't want to get into it now.
Yeah, well, we'll come back, because it's just a very short scene.
Yeah, it's like, oh, look at all these things I found, and she's like, ah!
Yeah, that's kind of the scene.
She doesn't make that noise, but like...
So Coulson and Rosalind, they're talking again, and they're talking about book smell.
Yeah, how books
smell, and it's cool.
Is this what old people flirt about? Like, is this what my life's gonna become?
And meanwhile, Coulson's group, like Hunter and Bobby, and May, I think, or was May not with them?
May's not with them. May's...
I know Hunter and Bobby are there.
May's with Lincoln.
Yeah. That's right, they're flying.
Yeah, they're flying. Bobby and Hunter have infiltrated ATCU. Bobby's like some, like... This guy's just some, like, big, higher-up professional lady person.
And Hunter's a hacker.
And
then Daisy and Mac stay back.
And they're like radioing them through their earpieces or whatever.
So they go incognito into the ATCU to find out what's going on.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we go back to this Fitz and Simmons argument.
Yeah, and Simmons is like, I'm so mad at you because you're trying to help and you should be mad at me. And he's like, I am mad at you because, like,
Well, he says he's mad, but not at her.
Yeah, he's mad at the universe because it doesn't...
Because the cosmos is trying to keep them apart.
Yeah, and then they're like, and then they kiss.
And then, well, first Fitz is like, do you love him? And Simmons is like, well, hold on, let me think about it. Yeah.
You bitch! You're a bitch, Simmons! And they kiss.
And then he says something about, like, oh, I was looking for, like, reasons to hate him. I was looking him up, but he's Mr. Perfect. And then she just, like, in rebuttal is like, you jumped through a hole in the universe for me, and then they kiss.
And it's awesome! And I was like, finally! And I started drinking straight from my bottle of whiskey and smoking it like, Jesus Christ, I've been waiting for this forever!
You don't drink or smoke?
No, but, like, metaphorically I was.
During this makeout session, Simmons knocks a book off the counter.
Because
which has pictures on it.
She's messy.
Which we'll find out more about later in the episode, because meanwhile... Bobby breaks into the specimen room at the ATCU.
Yeah.
She finds the room, it's like specimen room.
Yeah, and Hunter
where they suspect that they're keeping all the Inhumans in stasis.
And Hunter is elsewhere hacking.
Into
Well, Daisy's telling him what the hack, but he's like a really slow typer, so he's not a very convincing hacker, but he's doing what Daisy's telling him to, pretty much.
And then, so she goes into the specimen room.
Yes.
There's no specimens in the specimen room.
There are no specimens in the specimen room.
There's bottles full of fish...
Bless you.
There's bottles full of fish oil pills. Oh my god.
There's bottles full of fish oil pills, which were how the Inhuman...
Which were how they were getting infected in the first
Pterogenesis,
place. So it turns out that the ATCU has been producing Terrigen and giving it to all of their employees and kind of mass producing it to create more Inhumans. And they're not looking for a cure at all.
They're looking to make more Inhumans.
They're trying to make more Inhumans. Which
those bitches!
The why we'll go into in a second.
Bitches!
Meanwhile, Coulson brings Rosalind into one of the Inhumans safe room.
And she locks him in there.
And he locks her.
He locks them in there.
He locks her in there, and she's like, "You Hydra, brah?"
And he's like, "You Hydra, brah?"
And Coulson is like, why are you lying? I've infiltrated your facility. I know you're not keeping Inhumans in stasis. Just fucking tell me straight what it is. I fucking fucked you. Like, tell me what's going on."
I thought what we had was special. I was going to Rosalind's like,
and he's
I thought what we had was special.
Yeah, Rosalind starts breaking down, which actually is really cool. But then Coulson is like,
yeah, it's cool to see a woman fucking.
I mean, acting wise,
okay.
Okay. God damn it. Anyway, so Coulson is like, we're at ATCU. I know Andrew's not there, and she's like, of course Andrew's not there. I wouldn't keep him there. He's at another safer.
What do you think, a fucking idiot? Come on, Phil, get your head out of your ass.
And they kind of fight.
Not physically, but
not physically, but with words.
Yeah, like a mommy and daddy argument. Mommy and daddy are fighting.
Meanwhile, May and Lincoln are in I guess the escape vehicle for them.
Yeah.
May's kind of flying and they talk. And Lincoln's like, "Look, I'm sorry about what happened with Andrew." And then May's like, I feel like I should, and May is the one who's like, "I feel like I should apologize to you for not realizing that Andrew was Lash and then letting Lash kill all your friends.
Yeah.
So, sorry about that, buddy." We make everyone in this show sound like an ass.
They're not, they're great people.
Our paraphrasing sound like everyone is a dick.
You Hydra, bro. You Hydra, bro.
You Hydra, bro.
That was that's season 1 and 2 in a nutshell. You Hydra, bro.
You Hydra, bro.
Anyway.
So the people at ATCU figure out, okay, maybe we have a break-in, because of the one guy that they kidnapped the one time, the one leader ATCU guy, I forget his name.
Banks or whatever.
The
bald guy.
Who knows who Hunter is. He comes into Hunter and
they're like, shit.
They're like, shit. Meanwhile, Bobby is intruded upon by more ATCU agents, and she's like, "Hey, Hunter, bring me my bag."
I need my purse.
I need my purse. And then Hunter grabs the bag and is just like, "You shouldn't have trusted me." But not for the reason you thought. And he turns around, takes his glasses off, and then he just takes off.
And he runs away.
Spilling Banks' coffee all over him. So he goes and he's taking his suitcase to Bobby. Rosalind and Coulson keep fighting, and Coulson is like, "How the fuck did you know about Tahiti?"
Yeah, because in one of their first meetings, she brings up
Tahiti, and she's like, "The only way you would have known about Tahiti is if either you were S.H.I.E.L.D. or you were Hydra. So you have to be Hydra because I know you're not S.H.I.E.L.D."
Great logic.
And Rosalind is kind of tearing up a little bit, and Coulson
she's breaking down.
Is like, Coulson tells Rosalind that he knows that ATCU has been handing out Terrigen, and Rosalind's like, "That doesn't make any sense. We're looking for a cure."
She's like, nobody was allowed on that floor for risk of getting infected. And then slowly dawns on them.
And then it dawns on her that wait a minute, the person I've been getting all this information
Gideon
from,
Malik was the guy that gave me the information, and he was the one that was in charge of finding the Inhuman cure. Oh, maybe he's Hydra.
And he's the one who told me about Tahiti.
Maybe he's Hydra. And they're like, oh,
and Coulson recognizes the name also.
Yeah, he recognizes
he was and
they do confirm that he was one of the ones that was on the World Security Council, which
we knew already.
We knew already,
watched the movie, but whatever.
Because Powers Booth is in that too. Powers Booth is awesome. He's awesome in this episode.
He is awesome in this episode.
He's just awesome in general.
So they come to the realization, oh shit, Malik Gideon is Hydra.
Fuck!
So Bobby comes in, or Hunter comes in to Bobby. He gives her the bag, and some more ATCU guys come in, and there's the pistols lying on the ground from the ATCU guys that Bobby just beat the shit out of.
Yes.
And one of them raises his hands, and the pistols start lifting off the ground.
Yeah. So
he's an Inhuman.
So Gideon's basically making an army of Inhuman soldiers.
He's basically making a Hydra army of Inhuman soldiers. Is basically what that scene kind of means.
Yeah, which is it's we're kinda fucked.
Yeah.
We're kinda fucked.
So Bobby opens her bag, her sticks are in there, and she's like, it's okay, I got a couple upgrades. She put her wrists down like this. These bracelets come around her wrists. She picks up her sticks and she like throws them, and then they magnetically come back because of the bracelet.
It's like Captain America's
shield.
Shield from Age of Ultron. How it has the magnet on it.
Yeah, so she has a couple upgrades for her sticks now, and it's badass as shit. And she beats the fuck out of
She's fucking awesome. She's kick-ass. 10 out of 10.
So we've confirmed that Rosalind is pretty much unaware of Hydra.
Like I said, you were like, you're so willing to not trust people.
I was
you're
like,
so
bullshit.
No. You're so like immediately when somebody does something shady, they're Hydra. Could it just dawn on you that she's just stupid? Like I said, either she.
I mean, I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt that she wasn't stupid and knew what was going on. Now she's just ignorant.
No, giving her the benefit of the doubt is saying that she's not Hydra, didn't know what was going on.
I mean, I thought maybe she would go against the stupidness that I thought she was gonna have. I mean, it was either way for me. I didn't know either way.
Well, either way, saying she's Hydra is not giving her the benefit of the doubt. Saying she's not Hydra. Anyway.
Well, she is Hydra. She just doesn't know she's Hydra.
Anyway.
She's in denial.
Anyway.
She went to Egypt because she's in denial.
Anyway. Moving on.
Ward breaks into Strucker's vault.
Yes.
Jake's moving around in his room. Anyway.
Anyway, so yeah.
So Ward breaks into Strucker's vault.
Yes.
And this is where the entire episode is like, does a 360.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa.
Yeah, and in Strucker's vault is like this.
Well, Gideon is waiting there for
Gideon
Ward.
is waiting there, and he pulls out this.
And Gideon starts going on this tirade.
Yeah, it's monologue. It's like
He pulls out this tiny rock.
Yeah.
Which is like a tiny monolith.
It's like a tiny part of the monolith. And then.
And he started talking about like Red Skull.
Yeah, and how he formed Hydra, and how that's bullshit. Because
and he's like Red Skull, or he's like Hydra is much older than Red Skull.
Yeah,
it's been around forever.
Turns out Hydra was actually, well, at least the foundations of Hydra were created like thousands of years ago when like this cult like started worshipping this like ancient Inhuman. But then, like, people got, like, scared of the Inhuman because of its powers, so...
It was banished to another planet by another group of, like, Inhumans. So it was banished to the planet that we saw Simmons on, which is what that thing that was chasing around the planet was. It was an Inhuman.
So basically, this cult, from that point on, vowed to free this Inhuman...
From that planet.
From that planet, and that was kind of the foundation upon which Hydra was built. And then And so what that means is that the NASA project that Will was a part of that launched
was an attempt to get that Inhuman back.
Was an attempt to get that Inhuman back, which means that Will was also unwillingly working for Hydra.
Or maybe he was willingly
working for Hydra. I want to.
And he just didn't give
any
information to Simmons.
Once again, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt here.
We've already given Rosalind the benefit of the doubt, and that paid off. Now somebody has to know they're Hydra. Will knows he's Hydra, and he's full of shit, and he fucked Simmons, and now Simmons is gonna have to kill him, and that's how this is gonna happen.
Yeah, so basically every single plot line in this season ties together.
The entire Marvel Universe just got ripped a new asshole.
Yeah!
Because Hydra has existed long before Red Skull.
Yeah.
So, earlier on in the season, we got the glimpse of, like, all of the, like, people standing around the table, and they send the one guy into the monolith, but it's, like, the Middle Ages, right?
Yeah, they were Hydra.
That's Hydra.
That's Hydra. Or at least, like, proto-Hydra.
So, like, now... NASA's Hydra, Will is Hydra, Rosalind, everybody's Hydra.
Everybody's Hydra!
Again.
Again!
So they have this stone that's part of the monolith, which I can only assume is going to be how they're going to get back to the planet. I mean, it's tiny, so I don't know how they'd fit in there, but I mean, it's an option, I guess. I don't know. It does turn into a liquid, and I guess whatever, but whatever. I don't know.
The liquid can become bigger, I don't know. Fuck it.
Gideon was working for NASA when we went missing.
Yes.
So, we know now that the thing on the planet was an Inhuman.
Yes, and we know that Hydra is a lot older than what we think it is.
And what the fuck Inhuman is that? Because I really want to know.
You researched this.
I did research it a little bit, but I'll talk about that later.
Okay. Meanwhile,
back in the S.H.I.E.L.D. headquarters, Simmons has figured this out.
Yeah, and they're like
because
showing
they show the pictures of like the NASA
weird
symbol that Fitz found.
Yeah.
and some more symbols progressively down the line that start looking more and more like the Hydra symbol.
Yeah, they all kind of have those like weird, like vague, like goat head vibe to them. But like when you flip it upside down, it's like
it's an octopus.
It's the octopus skull tentacle thing. It's Hydra. It's Hydra. They're all Hydra. Everybody's Hydra. Everybody's Hydra.
Oh my god! And the whole season just like came together in a nice little bow tie.
And then the post-credit scene, Andrew's still locked up in his little like.
Bobby and Hunter got out of the facility, right?
Hunter got out, yeah.
Okay. I just didn't jot it down.
And Andrew's in his little like cell thing, and he gets a visitor. And who's the visitor? It's Ward.
It's Ward.
And Ward goes up and starts hooking up some gas to him, and Andrew's like, "Oh, you can't pacify with that." You know, he's like, "Oh, I'm not trying to pacify you. This is like mustard gas. Yeah, we're just trying to make you lash out."
Yeah. So basically, they recruit Lash.
Yeah.
To work for Hydra.
Yeah.
Basically, in that last scene.
Just fucking called. Fucking called it. So, wow, this was an episode.
This was an episode.
This was an episode.
It was a collection of scenes that took place over the course of about 30 to 45 minutes.
Thanks, Connor.
With commercial breaks in between.
Thanks, Connor.
That's an episode.
Thanks, Connor. So, pros.
The entire Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
Just
okay, so
ripped a new asshole.
I think this is the first time that something this major to the greater Marvel Cinematic Universe has been revealed within Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, with in season 1...
I mean, I don't know how consequential it's going to be to the movie.
No, because Hydra's not really that big of a... like, big of a threat anymore in the movies, because, like, we had them in the first Captain America, we had him in the second Captain America, we had him a little bit in Age of Ultron, and we might have him in Civil War. So I don't think in terms of the movie, and we had him in Ant-Man for a little bit, but I feel like in terms of what they're going to be in the movies, it's not going to be nearly as great than what it is in the TV shows.
Yeah.
So
this is a big, like...
Yeah. So I feel like that kind of gives them free reign, so that they can kind of do what they want with this stuff without it affecting the bigger universe that much. So that was great.
The mentioning of Red Skull I liked. I was like, oh, we're bringing this round, I guess.
Yeah.
Which I want Red Skull back.
We're never gonna get Red Skull back.
I kind of want Gideon to like rip off his face and be Red Skull underneath.
I want it to be what Pierce was in Age of Ultron.
I have thought, or not Age of Ultron.
Winter Soldier. Yeah, I thought Pierce was just gonna rip off.
I thought he was gonna do that too at one point. But now we have Gideon, and I'm like, hey, second chance to do the Red Skull thing.
Yeah. So you know, we'll see.
That Inhuman on the planet is pretty ominous.
Yeah, you have your...
I have a little theory.
Yeah, your theories about...
Because like after the episode, I was like, okay, I don't know that much about the Inhumans, so I'm going to do some research here. And I came across an Inhuman known as the Unspoken.
It passed. I was going to sneeze, but it passed.
So he's called the Unspoken because his actual name was stricken from the records by like Black Bolt and everybody, who is like the new like Inhumans organization, like the king. He was once the king of the Inhumans before Black Bolt was. But something happened and he did something awful. It's kind of like, because it was stricken from history, him entirely was like stricken. So he's basically kind of, I guess, like the Mad King from Game of Thrones in a ways, but he's super powerful and can do anything. His like description of his powers is literally can do anything.
Yeah. So that would make sense in a way.
Because he's super powerful, and he did have a plan, at least from what I read, to take over the Earth.
Yeah.
But then he had to get stopped by like Black Bolt and all the other guys.
And I feel like he's an obscure enough character that like they could use him on the show. Like I doubt they're going to use him in the Inhumans movie. Because more than likely the one of the Inhumans movie is going to be Maximus, who's like Black Bolt's like evil brother or whatever.
Which was another one I was looking at, but I was like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, no, Maximus is probably going to be in the movie because he's one of the main humans.
But it'd be interesting if it was like, because the Unspoken is kind of like I don't know, I don't know much about the Inhumans.
I just basically just like discount mutants pretty much.
But he's kind of, I guess, like the apocalypse of humans.
So that would
in a lot of ways, which would be cool.
That would make sense.
Especially since they're basically doing the X-Men thing with all these Inhumans.
Yeah.
Because they can't use the X-Men.
Can't use X-Men, can't use mutants. Fox is fucking up Fantastic Four. Who cares anyway?
Fox is their apocalypse movie. We're gonna put the Unspoken, who's just the Inhumans apocalypse, in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I guess. So that's my little theory.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else who's more familiar with Inhumans has something else.
Remember when you were like, no, dude, it's totally death.
Yeah. But now it's an Inhuman, so that's thrown out the window entirely.
That's way better. That's way better than what I had.
Unless Death is an Inhuman. Lady Death.
Could be.
No. I mean, my entire reasoning behind it being Lady Death is that it was a figure in a cloak, and so it wasn't a very strong argument to begin with.
So, also good in this episode, Rosalind Coulson's little spatteroonie is...
The acting was great in that scene.
The acting was great.
We got more of Rosalind's character.
Yeah.
More of Coulson's character.
Yeah.
It's the relationship building.
Yeah.
Mommy and daddy butting heads.
Yeah.
Mommy almost crying.
Powers Booth is great in this episode. I think Gideon is my new favorite villain on this show.
He hasn't really done anything villainous yet.
No, but just the way he acts and presents himself, like, is so fucking amazing.
I mean, I guess he is masterminding the entire, like, Hydra Inhuman army thing.
He's playing Puppet Master here.
Which is another thing we should bring up. Now Hydra's creating an army of Inhumans. Does this mean that we're gonna see Inhumans fighting all the time now? Or, like, is that gonna be... Because I mean, like, there's two warring factions of Inhumans. Like,
I hope so.
How long does that stay contained within Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and will that bleed over into the movies at all, or...
I don't know.
But it's awesome.
It's awesome.
And I'm ready for it.
I'm ready.
And my body is ready.
My body is always ready.
I feel like the acting for this season is just getting better and better.
Yeah, no, like, this season is definitely
a lot of the performances.
This season is the best so far, because this is what Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. should have been from the beginning.
Yeah.
Because season 1 was kind of clunky for, like, the first half, and then once...
They finally know what they're doing with the show.
They finally know what they're doing! Now they're finally like, fuck you, movies, we're doing our own thing. It's like they're stepping out of Daddy's shadow, and they're doing their own thing. I'm proud of you, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm proud of you.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. went off to college and got a job and shit.
And became its own person. Like, it stopped becoming like Marvel Jr.
Started paying taxes.
Stopped calling itself Marvel Jr., started calling himself MJ.
MJ.
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Do you have a lot of cons for this? Like, I don't really have...
I don't really
have a whole lot.
My one con is that I didn't get to see the next episode yet. Because that's a cliffhanger.
Is that your only con? Is that you getting...
Hold on.
I can't really think of a whole lot, like...
I mean, this is a great episode. It was
a great episode.
Because up until now we've had, like, 3 major big storylines. We've had the Fitz and Simmons stuff, we've had Daisy with the Inhumans and all that, and then we've had the Hydra stuff.
And it all comes
all
together.
of it just connected in this one episode. All it
connected.
And it's all now the same thing, and it's like having weird orgy sex.
Okay,
piles.
whoa. Barry, censor that.
You don't have a Barry.
I'm sorry, future Connor, censor that.
I won't.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really have a lot of cons either. This is a good episode.
Good episode.
I kind of wish Lincoln would have done more.
Lincoln should have done more.
Lincoln was kind of there, but, you know, whatever. Who cares? I care. Anyway.
I feel like, because, like, Ward has, like, the scene where, like, everything is revealed to Ward.
Yeah.
But Ward only has, like, 2 other scenes before that point.
Yeah.
So I feel like Ward should have had more of an impact overall in the episode.
Ward's definitely getting upstage as the main villain.
Yeah, like, that scene with him in the plane is kind of entirely unnecessary.
Yeah,
like, it doesn't need to be there.
It was cool, but, like...
It's just there to be like, hey, look how cruel Ward is and how awful he is.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't need to be there.
I really think it's kind of the point, though, is that, like, he's kind of doing all this shit, like, to prove that, hey, look how bad and evil I am. You know, and Gideon's kind of like, you don't really need to do all this evil, cruel stuff to be a mastermind. Look at me, I'm pulling all of the strings.
Yeah.
And you're like, Like, I feel like...
Gideon's kind of taking Ward under his wing, kind of. But,
Yeah.
like, I mean, just that whole plane scene, you can take it out of the episode and you don't lose anything in the episode.
You know what I kind of feel like it is? It's kind of like the parallel between Thanos and Ronan. Only replace Thanos with Gideon and replace Ronan with Ward.
I don't know, I feel like Gideon might be less of a shit to Ward than Thanos
No, I
is
know,
to
but like,
Ronan.
kind of like the whole Thanos is kind of like, you know, you're like a crying child with power or whatever, that whole speech. Like, I feel like that's kind of what...
I don't think Gideon's gonna bathe the Starways in
No, I'm
Ward's
just
blood,
saying
though.
how Gideon kind of views Ward is kind of the same way how Thanos views Ronan, only
Yeah.
on a less like galactic killer
Yeah.
scale. Like it's kind of like you're doing.
Maybe
it,
he'll just like bathe the streets with his
Yeah.
blood, not the Starway.
Yeah. Because like Gideon's kind of like, I've been doing this for years, and you're just kind of like, you're trying.
Yeah. So it's a cool parallel. being
Yeah,
drawn.
it's on the old guard versus new guard. So
Yeah.
yeah. So good episode, great episode,
Great
awesome
episode.
episode. Next week, hopefully get more Hydra because let's
I
face.
want more of that alien Inhuman on the planet.
Yeah, so
I want more of that planet.
Hopefully we'll get more of that. We'll get more of, you know what, I
The
can even,
planet's fucked.
you know, we'll get more of everything because everything's kind of in the same plot line now. So
Yeah.
until next time, Hail Hydra.
There's 5 seconds of sun for every 4,722 hours on that planet.
Like I said, it probably time lapsed. You clod.
What does that mean?
It means that, like, when Will was walking away, the footage was sped up so that what we see is 5
Oh.
seconds, but it was actually a little bit longer than that. It's still not a lot, but I'm saying what we saw on
I
screen.
think so.
What we saw on screen was just kind of sped up. Or maybe that was just the last 5 seconds of sun that we saw, because when the scene comes in, he's already in sun.
Is it? I thought it was like dark and then
No,
it went
when
to sun.
the
then back
scene
to
cuts
light.
when the scene cuts back to Will, it's already in sun.
Yeah, you're right. It is.
So either way,
wow.
that planet does not have 5 seconds of sun.
Well, it has much less sun than the 4,722 hours of darkness.
Yeah. Anyway,
I want more of that planet. It's
Okay.
really blue on that planet.
it's very blue. It's probably a Kree planet.
It's not Kree.
It might be Kree. It's blue, isn't it?
Why would they send an Inhuman to a Kree planet?
Maybe they didn't know it was Kree.
To banish
Maybe
the
they
Inhuman.
maybe they didn't know it was Kree.
There's no Kree on that planet, man. We've
Maybe
seen
it
enough
was-
of the planet now to know there are no Kree there.
Not anymore. Have you seen that place? The
They
shithole.
sent it to an abandoned planet for a reason,
Yeah, it
because it was abandoned,
Yeah,
so it
it's
would be a
abandoned.
prison
It's
planet.
abandoned now. I'm saying the Kree may have used to be on that planet.
You are really dense.
It's blue. The
You
Kree
dense
are blue.
motherfucker. Not everything that's blue is Kree. Captain America's suit is blue, it's not Kree.
It might be.
No.